Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Sarah. I own a small business called Pop Kelly Studios, and in today's video I'm going to be bringing you guys with me to a market. I have a market tomorrow, February the 22nd, which is Sunday, and I'm really excited. I wasn't planning to do this market. I applied for a bunch of markets around Christmas time and a couple in the summer. I got waitlisted for this one, but then they emailed me last week saying that a spot had opened up, and I kind of had already planned on not doing any more outdoor markets until next Christmas, but I thought why not? It's a daytime one. Generally the markets that I do with these organisers are their evening ones that normally go from 4:30 to 8:30, but this one goes from 10 to 3. And I've done one at this location before. It went pretty well for me, so I figured why not? I am looking forward to it. I have a lot of stock. I haven't really been worried about prepping for this market because I have been prepping for my upcoming conventions. So I have a convention at the end of March. I'm going to be at Oz Comic Con Perth. That is the 28th and 29th of March. Then I have an artisan market on the 12th of April, and then Treasure Con, which is another fan convention in Perth, on the 2nd and 3rd of May. That's what I currently have booked. I've also applied for one other convention, and I have another one that I'm waiting for applications to open. So I am very booked and busy. I have a lot of stock. I am currently, you're sitting on one of 4 crates that I have. One is filled with just market supplies. The other 3 are filled to the brim with plushies. So I need to go through the bins and decide what I'm bringing to the market tomorrow. One of the bins has most of the stuff that I brought to my last market, but I do have a few bits and pieces in some of the other ones that I want to take out and bring, as well as just refresh it, kind of bring some new stuff, maybe test some stuff that I'm going to be bringing to the convention. I brought mini octos to one of my last markets, just a $10 item, and they sold really well. So I've been working on creating more $10 items. I would say most of my items sit in they're either $20 to $30, or then we jump to being $60 to $100. So I wanted some more reasonably priced items. I know $10 is still a lot for a mini plushie to some people, but it's a handmade craft. There's only so much I can do to make it cheap. But I have some patterns that are really quick. They take me 15 minutes or less. They use very little material, so I'm comfortable charging $10. So I've been making some frogs and some octos. I have some mini whales, and I want to make dinos as well. But for this market, I'm just going to be bringing my frogs and my octos. We'll see how they do because I have the most of them. So that just seems like the easiest way to go. I've also been working on just other basic items like loaf frogs and axolotls. I'm working my way to trying to get 20 of them. I think I currently have 12 axolotls and 8 loaf cats or something. I'll be bringing them to tomorrow's market as well because they're basic. Everyone makes them, but they sell well. It's just I might as well bring them. I also have some other I've recently changed my loaf cat pattern, and I have some items that I made in a yarn that's been now discontinued from Spotlight. I kind of just want to get rid of them, so I'm thinking of doing a $5 clearance bin. I generally just don't want to see these plushies anymore. They don't match, and I want to get rid of them, so that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, we're trying a few different things for this market, but mostly it's going to be my same setup. But this is my first time vlogging a market, so I'm really excited to bring you guys with me. I have a little bit of market content over on my social medias, so if you're interested in checking out any of that, my Instagram, TikTok will be linked down below. It is, like I said, it's Saturday, the day before the market. It's about 2 p.m. I have my brother and his fiance coming over for dinner at 5. So I have a few hours to get what I need done. Like I said, I'm bringing some new stuff, and I'm also changing the prices of some of my items. So I need to print price tags. I already finished typing them up yesterday. I just need to print them, laminate them, pack my crate with plushies, double check my display crate, make sure it's got everything I need in there. I think I was running low on bags, so I might need to add some more bags. My last market was a night market, so I have lights and stuff in there. I can take them out. I currently have my Square reader charging, and my mum got some change for me today, so I don't need to go to the bank. What else do I need to do? And yeah, once I figure out what I'm bringing, I'll write my inventory down. I feel like there was something else that I needed to do. I just obviously need to like pack my bag, figure out what I'm going to wear tomorrow. Last time I forgot to bring stuffing, so I was like making plushies and I couldn't stuff them. But I honestly never get to the point where I'm like, oh my god, I'm running out of stuff, I need to make more. Like some creators, I just like having something to do while I'm there, and if I can just straight away put the plushie out, then it's great. Yeah, just need to make sure everything is like easy to access for me tomorrow, because I've now done a morning market. My sister will be coming to pick me up around 8 and bump-ins from 8:30 to 9:45. So yeah, I just want to make sure that everything is like easy for me to grab and bring out to her car in the morning. I'm not really great in the mornings, so I want to make everything as easy as possible for myself. So yeah, picking out my outfit, packing my bags, making everything easy to access. I have a little bit to do to be prepared for tomorrow, so I should probably stop talking and get straight into it. And yeah, I also, once I've decided my inventory, I'll go through it with you guys, show you everything that I'm bringing and my pricing. And yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I don't know how I'll go tomorrow. I was just looking at what I did last time I was at this market, and I made about $450, which I think was pretty great. I did sell a jumbo item, so that definitely beefed up my sales, but yeah, I'm hoping to at least make the booth fee back. The booth fee for this one is more expensive than the usual ones. Normally it's $66 to be at their evening markets, but it's $88 to be at this daytime market. So to me that means we're expecting more people. There's also more vendors. Normally there's about 15 to 20 if you're lucky gift stalls, but this time there's 41 gift stalls, and they actually have us in assigned spots. Normally it's just you show up and you start setting up next to whoever's just got there, but this time there's assigned spots, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes. I'm on like a corner, like opposite the food trucks, so I think that'll be a pretty good location. And yeah, there's more stuff on, so there's a lot of free activities for kids. They always have live music, free sports activities. Sometimes there's face painting. This time there's face painting. There's also pony rides, and an animal farm. So yeah, I'm expecting a good turnout, hopefully. I, as always, just would like to make my booth fee back, but of course, secretly I want to do a lot better than that. So I'm going to get into organizing my inventory, and I'll check back in with you guys in a minute. Okay, I just finished getting together all my inventory, deciding what I'm bringing and adding it all up. I have so much of like certain items that I'm just not going to show you each individual thing. I have some of them already, like I pack them in the crates that they're going to be sitting in, and I just put them in the container that way. I find it easier to set up. So I'm going to go through all of that. I have it all on my notes app, so if I'm looking down, that's what's happening. I have 19 mini octos for $10 each, variety of different colors. I have 20 mini frogs for $10 each, 10 of this little sitting style, 10 of this sitting style, 5 with safety eyes, and 5 with embroidered eyes. I have 23 $5 clearance items. This is a variety of things. I have some items that we used making, that I made using yarn that has since been discontinued. Items that I'm not planning on making anymore, things I just wasn't 100% happy with. So I have 2 loaf cats, an axolotl, a pig, a mini octo, a baby Yoda keychain, Totoro keychain, 2 creeper keychains, and 14 mini whales. So these were actually for a custom order. I don't normally do my whale keychains in chenille yarn. I do them in like a mini velvet yarn, but this customer wanted 14 in each in a different color, so I made them in this chenille yarn for her, and then I got ghosted. So I took the keychains off, and I'm just going to put them in this $5 bin. I just want to get rid of them because I never really planned on making them. I have learnt my lesson with custom orders and getting a deposit. I have 9 drifts for $30 each. I have 6 axolotls for $20 each. I have more, but I've decided just to bring 6, just enough to fill up the stand, and we'll see how they go. I just want to see which color is most popular. Pink has been the most popular so far, but we'll see how the rest of my new ones go. I have 6 loaf cats for $20 each. I have 26 scrunchies for $7 each. I do these in a deal, $7 for one or $10 for two. This is going to be my first time with that pricing. I was previously doing them $10 each or two for $15, but that was just like way too high. And honestly, they don't take me that long. They're not that popular. I've sold quite a few, but honestly I've sold more to family than I have to anyone else. So yeah, we've got 26 of these. I have 4 fruit turtles for $25 each. 1 strawberry, 1 orange, 1 raspberry, and 1 blueberry. I have 4 hoodie bears for $55 each. This white one in a this white one in a chick hoodie. Pink one in a pink tie-dye hoodie. White one in a rainbow tie-dye hoodie. Brown one in a red love heart hoodie. I also have 1 bee bear for $50. I have 1 bearded dragon snuggler for $65. I have 6 bag chums for $25 each. 2 otters, 1 pickle and 1 eggplant, 1 egg and 1 blue chicken. I have 2 derpies for $25 each. 1 shelf goose for $40. This gorgeous froggy for $120. Calliope the alien bear for $120. My grey rainbow anchor for $200. Sitting demo blossom for $120. 2 cows for $25 each. 2 capybaras for $20 each. 6 popping animals for $20 each. I've got 1 of this light green frog, 3 dark green frogs, a mallard, and an eagle. I have 11 baby birds for $25 each. There's mallards, eagles, budgies, chicks, cockatiel here, and 2 flamingos. And lastly, I have 44 keychains for $15 each. I also do my keychains in a deal where they're $15 each or 2 for $25, and that's been doing pretty well for me, so I've decided to keep it at that amount. I did think about making my keychains cheaper. I do them $15 on Etsy because fees and stuff, but they've been selling quite well for me in person, and some of them are a bit more detailed than others, so this just kind of makes up for, you know, like some of the ones that I could probably be charging a bit more for, but charge the same $15 for all of them. I am not going to go through all of these. There is a variety of different ones, and I will just show you guys a close-up of my pegboard tomorrow. Everything that I'm bringing to the market tomorrow is a total of $3,839, which is pretty much like standard for me. I made so much stock before I decided to start selling it and doing markets, so I have a lot of stuff that I kind of want to offload. Not to say that I am not like happy to keep this stuff around. A lot of these items I'm like not that sad when they sell because it means they get to stay with me for a bit longer. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff, and if it doesn't sell tomorrow, that's fine. I'm bringing it all to my conventions, and yeah, I just need to get all of this into crates and bags, print my tags, and then I'm pretty much ready to go for tomorrow. I might do a little bit of crocheting later tonight. I've been making axolotls this week. I haven't done all that much crocheting this week, to be honest. I had Laneway Festival last Sunday here in Perth, which was amazing. I love Laneway. It's my favourite music festival. I go to a lot of concerts, but I honestly don't go to as many festivals. I normally find that the crowd and just the atmosphere, I'm not really up to that anymore, you know. I have a chronic illness. I can't be standing for that long. Thankfully I had VIP and we managed to sit for most of the day. We just stood for the couple of acts that we really wanted to like get up and dance to. I'm really lucky that my concert besties, my sister and my best friend, kind of have the same vibes as me. You know, they just want to chill, enjoy the acts, but not like be in the pit, which is amazing. I used to love being in the pit, but I just can't anymore. I don't want to be passing out in the pit. That's just not something I want to be doing. But I was so wrecked after that day. Even though we spent most of the day sitting in the shade, it was still just a very long day, very hot, very draining. I was very sore, and then we had a rent inspection this week, so I had to spend Tuesday and Wednesday cleaning. So I've just been very tired this week. A lot of strenuous activities all in one. I normally try to like spread stuff out just so that I don't flare or anything. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better today. I had my nap this morning, and yeah, early wake up tomorrow, but we'll have our coffee in the morning. I drink decaf, so it doesn't really do much for me anyway, but I'll have my coffee and then I'll probably treat myself to a Coke when we're at the market. But pardon me. Yeah, like I was saying, I have been crocheting some axolotls this week. So I made 3 pink, 2 purple, 2 green, and I made 2 mini octos with just some scrap yarns that I had from those axolotls. Yeah, I'm kind of on that axolotl kick. It's just so easy. You know, I've got the pattern memorized. It's just very quick and easy, and I do want to reach my 20 axolotls. So I think I might just, if I do any crocheting tonight after my brother and his fiance leave, I'll probably just make a couple of axolotls before bed. I'm going to try have an early night tonight so that I can have a good, hopefully good sleep. Yeah, I really can't be bothered printing these price tags, but gotta do it. I'm gonna do that and then probably deal with the cutting and the laminating in my bed. I want to be back in my bed. I want to be laying down. I want to be horizontal. So I'm gonna go do that, and I might check in with you guys tonight. If not, I will check in with you tomorrow when we're en route to the market. Set up. It is like 10:15. I haven't had any sales yet. There's quite a few people around. Hoping it gets a little bit busier. I'm currently just working on an axolotl, and my sister's gone to have a look around and see if there's any food. But yeah, it's a nice day. It's not very windy and it's not hot either. It's like a perfect temperature, so I'm hoping we have a good day. Alright, it's been a couple of hours. I've made 2 axolotls and I'm currently working on a 3rd. We're doing pretty well. My sister's father-in-law came, so we were talking to him for a bit, so I wasn't really vlogging. But we've done 1 full page and we're on to our 2nd page of sales. I've definitely made my booth feet back. Hey, how are you? Yeah, go for it. I love when I'm like, hey, and I'm just looking. Message received. But yeah, it's going quite well. I'm getting really hot. It is like, feels like it's a lot hotter than it is. But yeah, we've got about 2 hours and 15 minutes left. So yeah, hope I can get some customer interactions. I've just been a bit nervous to turn the camera on, but yeah, I am quite happy with how today's going. We've got like 40 minutes left of the market. I have some souvlaki and I finished my little orange axolotl and I'm making a octo now. It's been going really well. My brother and sister-in-law just stopped by and my sister's been here with me all day and my mum just came as well. So I haven't been getting much footage because I've just been talking to them and just talking to customers. I'm gonna try get better at vlogging in public. I'm still really like shy. But yeah, we've got like 40 minutes left. We'll start packing up pretty soon here. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the table in a minute as well before we pack up. But yeah, it's actually been a really good day and I'm so happy. Hey guys, it's been a couple of days since the market, but I wanted to hop back on and tell you guys everything that's sold and how we went overall. I had a really good time. It went a bit better than I was expecting, but I was also talking to some other vendors and they were like, oh, this is like quiet for this market. And I was like, oh, okay, like good to know. And I found that out like towards the end of the day. So I'm definitely interested in applying for more of this market. Like at the daytime one and the nighttime one, both at this location, I did really well. The wind is not an issue. It's just really like good overall, good turnout. Yeah, can't complain. Apologies if you can hear my fan. It is really hot today and I just can't function without my fan. So let's go through the results. So as we mentioned during the inventory part, I had $3,839 worth of inventory that I brought to this market. Ridiculous amounts, I know. And the booth fee was $88. So I ended up selling, I sold 19 $5 clearance items, which is included like mini whales and just other plushies that I was looking to get rid of. I sold 3 loaf kittens, 1 axolotl, 1 strawberry turtle. I was so excited. I love my fruit turtles. I think they are so cute. And the strawberry one's my favorite. I can't believe that it hadn't sold yet. And this little girl, she's probably like 12 or something. She really wanted it, but she only had $40 and they're $45. She's like to her mum, oh, like I'll give you the $5 like when I can. And her mum was so chill. She was like, no, like if you really want it, like we'll get it. And I was like, bless you both. I sold 2 scrunchies, 1 cow, 7 keychains. My keychains haven't done well at the last couple of markets, so I was really happy to see them selling again. We sold 3 mini octos, 3 drifts, another one that sold really well at my first couple of markets but not so great at my last 2, so happy to see some drifts going to their forever homes as well. 1 popping animal and 1 baby bird. So that was 42 items in 28 orders, and it brought us to a total of $520, which I'm so pleased with. After fees, like booth fee and square fees, it was $425, so pretty good. I feel like there's not much else to say. It was a good day. I had a good time. It was nice to be at a market during the daytime because obviously with the night markets it doesn't get dark until like 7:30, but it was just nice to like go in, get my market done, and then come home and still have time to just like unwind. It was really great. The organizers were like pretty on top of things because like I said, our spots were assigned, so yeah, they did a decent job directing us. We were still a little bit confused, but we got to our spot. And yeah, there wasn't as many food trucks as I was expecting. There was only 6, which is crazy. Normally there's like more food trucks than there is gift stalls, so there wasn't that much food trucks. There was a couple of stalls that were selling like cookies and bakery items and stuff, which was cool. I grabbed a few of those. I got a few bites. There was a lot of like bull ants and ants on the grass, so I have a couple of like welts on the back of my legs and one on my ankle, but thankfully they're not too bad. It's just trying not to itch them is the problem. But yeah, it was a pretty great day. I'm sorry that I didn't get any customer interactions and I just gave a few updates. I'm just super shy, but I think with my conventions and just because there's going to be so many people there, I think that'll make me actually less shy. I think like pulling the camera out when there's like only like a couple of people around, I feel a little like ooh, but when it's there and there's so many other people around, my little camera in the corner of my booth, no one's even going to notice that. Guys, for this vlog, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave down below any suggestions for like improvements that you think I can make to my market vlogs and just my market booth in general. I would love to have some constructive criticism, constructive feedback. I'm still learning. I am still looking for ways to improve. But yeah, if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!